I've been shopping in dispensaries for several years. I've even worked in dispensaries. I've been on both sides of the transaction, buying and selling. And one thing that I learned pretty early on is dispensary customers are the worst. You'd think that a place that's just selling all that good stuff has the happiest people coming in to get it, right? Wrong. I was surprised at what the average weed customer was like and how annoying it was working there. Most of my experience comes from working in medical dispensaries in Colorado Springs, but I've shopped in a lot of medical and recreational dispensaries in Colorado, and I've shopped in medical dispensaries here in Florida, so I've seen other customers, and I still hear some of the same things that I've heard. And it takes me back to a dark place sometimes. Well, this is something we were talking about on my Twitch stream last night, which if you don't follow me on Twitch, I go live for a smoke session after 9 p.m. Eastern almost every night. So join me on Twitch for some bong rips and dabs. And I think I'm ultimately going to make a skit or a few skits about the types of weed customers, because there's some absolute repeat characters that you just see over and over again. So I want to talk about some of the more common ones, because if you shopped in a dispensary or if you worked in a dispensary, you've seen these people. So probably the best one, my favorite to least favorite, the weed customer, are the master growers, bro. The dudes that grow their own. They have the best grow ops. They grow the best buds, the best strains. They do all these crazy crosses. They've made tons of great cannabis-related products. They are the best grower on the planet. But they never have any weed, and they're always in your dispensary buying up shit while trying to talk shit about it. I remember these guys would come into the dispo I worked at in Colorado Springs, look at all our sample jars, and be like, "Oh, bro, how do you sell any of this trash, dude? This is all garbage, bro. Pfft, nothing compared to what I grow." Just like, shut the fuck up. Like that fucking guy all the time in dispensaries. Start picking up strains, be like, "What's it, Ghost Train Haze? Yeah, I grew this one a few months ago. Yours just looks like shit compared to what I grew. The buds are tiny. It's barely even frosty at all. Like, doesn't even have a smell, dude. Like, who even smokes this shit? I'll take an ounce of it, just to try. I just want to see if it's as bad as it looks." So it's like the best growers on the planet, for some reason, just never have any flower. So they gotta go to the dispensary and get the fucking mids there. Which, it's understandable. If you've ever seen a really good, high-quality home grow where somebody's not worrying about a whole warehouse full of plants like they're doing at the dispensary, they're just worrying about a few, you're gonna grow some really good weed on your own, if you know what you're doing. But, bruh, shut the fuck up when you go in the dispensary. Like, seriously, all the time, just, they gotta talk shit about what you got, and then they're gonna buy it anyway. I remember this one guy would come into my dispensary once a week and was just the most over the top, let me shit on everything that you have. And then one time I'm like, "Dude, why the fuck are you here? Why are you even buying this shit? If it's so bad, why are you buying it?" And then you get that, you see, I had to clean my tent and my light broke and I had to get some new soil and blah, 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 blah. So you see the master growers a lot. I don't think I see them as much in Florida. They don't have legal home grows yet, but I'm sure the bud tenders see it and hear it all the time. When they do legalize growing, I know I'm going to overhear that conversation in the dispo a lot. But another one I see a lot is people that swear they can only smoke one strain, and they haven't even tried anything else. Do you have any banana kush? I only smoke banana kush. Like, nah, but we got some banana OG. It's actually pretty similar. Got a similar smell, similar terpene profile. And a lot of people say it hits the same. No, I can only smoke banana kush. If it's not banana kush, I can't smoke it. But have you tried the banana OG? No, I can only smoke banana kush. So you see one strain Andes all the time. I can only smoke one strain. I remember this lady called the dispo I worked at every day. "You got any Fireball? I only smoke Fireball." Like, no, I don't think we're going to get that one for a little while. I haven't seen it around, but we actually just got something brand new in that's better than Fireball. You should definitely come check it out. It's actually a little higher in THC, and a lot of people are saying it's better than Fireball. "No, I only smoke Fireball. Let me know when you have Fireball. I'll call again tomorrow." Click. So single strain people are funny. If you've ever smoked one strain over and over and over again, it just becomes less effective over time. You get bored of it. Even if it's really good, just mixing it up gets you a better experience overall, which you guys all know. Another one I see is people that get so locked into sativa and indica and THC percents, which that's how they set it up for you to buy weed. You pick indica or sativa anytime you go into a dispensary. That's what the bud tender said. That's the first thing they say. "You want indica or sativa, buddy? I'm gonna eliminate half the store for you right now." And then after you decide the red or blue, it's, do you want the low number or a high number of THC on it? Do you want any CBD in there? Which, it's an oversimplification simplified way to buy weed, but it works for some people. But there's certain people, if it's not a sativa over a certain percent, or it's not an indica under a certain percent, they might not buy it. Some people are so scared of sativas. The placebo effect is a son of a bitch. I believe you if you're like, I can't smoke sativas, they do crazy things to me. I believe you. I really do. But I also have to say the placebo effect is a son of a bitch. There's some people that smoke 60-40 indicas all the time. But then if you offer them a 60-40 sativa, where it's only slightly shifted, you get a little bit more sativa instead of indica when you switch that 60-40. Let's ignore the fact that those numbers are made up. But some people are like, no, if it's sativa, I can't smoke it. Even if they're always smoking shit that's labeled like 40% sativa, if it passes the 50% mark, they can't smoke it. They won't even try to smoke it. Which, again, if you say you can, I believe you. But when you look at THC under a microscope, you can't tell which one's the sativa and which one's the indica. Anyway, so you'd think that a place that's full of weed, edibles, dabs, all that kind of stuff, would also be full of, like, happy, chill people. But in reality, weed customers are people. They're just regular people. They just smoke weed. There's happy people, there's sad people, there's mad people, there's old people, there's young people. It's just people. So I might make skits on the different types of weed customers, and there's more I didn't even cover, but I did want to talk about some of my least favorite types of dispensary customers, because you see them a lot. Like, less than 20% of the people you see are actually chill, and they don't make the whole transaction some crazy thing. But the idea for this video did come from a Twitch stream, so make sure you join me on Twitch, and you might be able to help come up with a topic for my next video. And if you want to hear about my first day working as a bud tender in a dispensary, check this video out. It might open your eyes up to some of the different types of bud tenders out there. Peace out, my dudes.